Okay, let's see what we can do. I forget what we were up to. Let's refresh our memories. We've got Kalissa. We've got... let me actually see your full name. Cactus Bat, what an amazing name that is. Recon, Vastoin, and Starman. Very well. We've also got a Leto missile. We've got dual lasers, a scrap recovery arm, and a triple upgraded artillery beam. Should be okay. Oh, that's very nice of you to say, Dix. What a fantastically clever name you have there. It's good to hear your voice again, Avak. Well, thank you. And yes, Kalissa's Space Adventures return. Now with 100% more working computer. I'm very, very pleased about this part especially. Let me make sure all my chats are up so I can see everyone's names and all of the good stuff. Okay, now then. It is time to move forward. There is the distress straight down here, and you know how much I like to help out people in distress. Well, that is going to give us fairly bad... well, I guess... I'm going to go to the distress, but this may be a bad move on our part, but at least coming up this way we'll have access to the exit fairly quickly. Okay, let's find out what we've got to find. Hello. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! We're overrun by some sort of alien giant spider! Send the crew to help. The giant spiders are no joke, or leave them alone. This one is honestly incredibly frightening. I've tried this event numerous times, and almost always it goes wrong. But in the tradition of Faster Than Light, I'm going to pose this question to one of my viewers, and that viewer shall be Shadow Ninja, who has chosen one. Very quickly. Send the crew to help. Giant alien spiders are no joke. Your crew board the station, cautiously moving between corridors. Suddenly, a man-sized arachnid bursts from a vent in the ceiling, followed by countless more. You fight your way back to the airlock and are forced to leave before accounting for all crew members. Not everyone made it back. Starman is gone! Well, Shadow Ninja, Starman put his faith in you and you failed him. Starman is now dead. Thanks, Shadow Ninja. Drat. Okay, well, let's move on. You did the right thing. You tried to help the poor people in the space station from giant alien spiders. You overhear a Mantis comm chatter. Negative. I have killed more humans. You gulp noticeably, but luckily they don't see you yet. Attack the ship. If they killed humans, they must die. They have got an ion beam and a beam weapon. We should actually be fairly... it should be fairly easy for us to take these guys out. Let's go for their helm. Oh, hello. Let's get our... Well, no, not our Slug. Slug, you stay there. Let's get Vastoin down here. And into the helm, please. Let's try and take him out as fast as we can. Oh, that wasn't so good. Incoming. It isn't going to break through us. We're going to have this fight fairly quickly. Alright, let's get you down there to get a little bit of healing, please. And continue firing. As soon as this artillery beam is up, they're in deep, deep trouble. Let's go for their teleporter room, I would say. There we go. Did a chunk of damage there. Oh no, they're still on board. Damn it. Right, Vastoin, get down there. We do not want to lose engines. And our poor little Cactus Bat is not the best fighter. There we go, we should be fine. Right, that's down. Let's go for their shields next. Shouldn't find it too hard to take them out. And there he's gone for good. Right, go and heal. Taking their shields down. I could go for the O2 next. The artillery beam is probably going to finish them off, though, honestly. Fire the everything! Yes, there we go. They were doomed. 34 scrap, not too bad. Why am I doing that? Let's get you over there on medbay. Master, Avak, I am afraid I have to go. I hope to be on later, though. Until then, goodbye, Avak and chat. Goodbye! Perhaps when you return, the Robocraft servers will be fixed and we will be able to get on with the grinding, which was the point of this stream. Alas, my plans have been thwarted by Robocraft's continued curse that whenever they release a patch, the servers aren't right for like 1 or 2 days afterwards. It's predictably bad, really. Okay, let's move forward. And we're going to continue on this way because it's really the only way we can afford to go. Bright Mr. Lego, fire the everything. AVAC 2014, 2015, 2016. Probably will be saying that in 2016, yes. You arrive at a quiet spaceport and are immediately hailed by another ship at port with a once-in-a-lifetime deal. They'll take 2 fuel off us for 5 missiles. No, thank you, but no. We like our fuel, we don't like our missiles as much. Southhawk, Robocraft T1 servers are working, but nothing else. Then I'm not going to be jumping on there. I mean, I could make some Tier 1 boss just for fun, but if I'm just doing it for fun, I may as well just play any other game. You're hailed by a rebel ship. When a rebellion is complete, you'll see the safer world we provide. Well, you won't, but you get the point. They arm weapons. Oh dear. They've got a lot. They've got a bomb, enemy anti-combat drone, and defense drone. That's not too bad. I'm going to go for their weapon system straight away, though. Let's power that up and aim for their weapons. It's going to be a little bit hard to take those down, but it'll be worth it. Actually, go for their shields with the missile. See what we can do. Of course, the defense drone actually managed to shoot down our missiles. That's going to be a pain. On the plus side, as long as those bombs keep failing to get on board... Oh, no, never mind. Damn it. Come on, artillery beam. Yay, we've got a level up. There we go, that's what we needed to see. Now we've shut down quite a lot of their stuff. In fact, we can probably launch a missile because that is shut down. There we go. Shields are damaged. It's going to be a little while, though, before we can get another shot in there. Come on. Yes. They appear to be powering up their FTL. It's trying to escape. We can't allow that now, can we? No, no, no. Let's try and take down their helm. Perfect shot. There we go. Also go for their shield. In fact, turn off the Leto missile. We don't need it. The day is yours. Show us your honor by allowing us to leave with our lives. 2 fuel, 1 drone part, 17 scrap. I'm going to give this choice to Lathrix. Lathrix, mercy or not? And Lathrix, no, the dual lasers by themselves can't take out a layer 2 shield. They'll take it down, but won't be able to do damage beyond it. And Lathrix said, no mercy, sir, none at all. Very well, we will not accept your surrender. That was a fairly easy kill. We got 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 27 scrap. That was the right choice. We got more out of it. Right. If we want to power up the artillery beam, we're going to need another 105 to get the artillery beam to its highest level of fire. It's quite formidable at that level, but for another 150, we can get 3rd layer shields, which would be quite good. I'm actually going to invest a little bit in upgrading our sensors, though, simply because there are some events which will benefit from that. Also, let's put a little bit more into our shields as well. I often neglect our shields, and I really shouldn't. Okay, right. Sky Leopard, never give up, never surrender. And Lathrix, mercy, like sanity, is for the weak. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm quite fond of my sanity. What little I've got. Right, we'll take our time and investigate these areas. I think we'll jump down there and then up. See if that was a wise choice or not. You see a small station fitted with hundreds of repair drones. We actually don't need any repairing right now, which is rare. Okay, that's not a shop, so I can ignore it. So we'll just continue to jump around. Apparently the number of players in T9 and T8 are dropping, so hopefully the servers will be back up soon. Oh, I'm very happy about that. Okay. There are so many parts of the Mantis space that aren't dotted by the wrecks of battles past, but this is one of them. You take a deep breath and prepare to move on, okay? Nothing happened there, and that new distress signal. We'll visit that in a moment. We'll continue looking for scrap. Oh dear, this may have been a bad idea. You arrive at an asteroid belt to discover that a rebel automated scout has been stationed here prepared to fight. The good thing here is it has no shields. That is very good for us. So it may actually take some damage to its weapon systems. Alas, it did not. Come on, let's try and take out its weapon systems before it can do anything. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Where did that bomb go? Ouch! Get down there. Put out. No, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out now. Phew, that was potentially quite bad. Let's continue firing on them there. We should be able to handle this fire ourselves. There we go. Not too bad. The nice thing about our Zoltan is it can move into an unpowered room. It will put power in there, which is actually quite amazing. Quite useful. The ship explodes leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. Not too bad. Alright, let's get you back down here then, Zoltan. Cactus Bat, you are needed there. Alright, now, hopefully, let's check out, how are our shields going? Fastoing? You've got a long way before you're any good with those shields, unfortunately. Nina Jim, fire the everything! Ah, motherland! Fatherland? Land of my fathers, not land of my mothers. It is technically the land of my mothers also, but you know, keeping with tradition. Astronic Gaming, you have forced my hand to buy this. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, good sir. But on the plus side, you're going to play an awesome game, so I'm not really sorry, or at least not that sorry. Right, let's power down the medbay, power up the engines, charge a little bit faster as a result of that. So, should there ever be a time where I absolutely positively must flee, though honestly the odds of me ever taking that option fairly slim, I will have the ability to flee just a little bit faster. I'm going to avoid the shop for now. You're immediately hailed by an impressive-looking Mantis ship. Your ship would make a mighty fine prize. Prepare for battle. Very well. He's going to try and teleport aboard our vessel. I don't approve of this one little tiny bit. Aim for the helm with our dual laser, please. Right, okay, we've got someone going for shields. How about you go and fight him in here? There, no, he's just going to attack my shields. Fine, we'll dodge around until he tries to pull back. There we go, we've got his helm. Aim now for the shields, please. If we can take the shields down. Ooh, that's not good. Get out of there. There we go. And let's power that up. Our weapon systems are completely down. That is no good at all. And shield has lost some of its capability. But we should be good. The artillery beam is opening fire. You pick up more chatter from the enemy ship. You know what? Forget this. Prepare for retreat. Looks like they're preparing to make a hasty getaway. Thankfully, our laser managed to do a bit of damage to their engines. Let's go for another attack. This time on the engine section. Now, they're going to spend a lot more time trying to fix all of that. Damn it, the Lato missile didn't have time to charge and fire. That is most unfortunate. Right, get up there. Let's get weapons online first. Let's try and prioritize this. There we go, Leto. I need that drive taken out. That is really not good. Get in there. Let's fix this hole before we have an awful lot of pain coming our way. Now go for their weapon system. There we go. Right, they're back again for another bit of fun. Let's get both of our humans in there as they're a bit more hardy than the rest of my crew. Fire the everything on their weapon systems. There we go. That's what you get, you scallywags. Alright, there we go. 22 scrap, 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and a dead Mantis in a pear tree. Why not? Okay, let's try and get everything fixed. That was actually a fairly nasty fight there, unfortunately for us. Alright, let's get you guys down there as well. We'll get everything fixed and patched up before we move on. You may as well head to the med bay, as should you. Kalissa, back on helm. Fastoin, you're actually in the room that you're meant to be in, so well done you. And everyone back to their stations, please. There we go. Everything is back as it should be. Right, Mr. Lego, warning, shields critical, repair suggested. Well, the weapons were more important to me than the shields because their most dangerous weapon could bypass the shields anyway. Dark side. Avak is just an illusion of our imagination. There is no proof he really exists. An illusion of your imagination? Is that... what? Is that a double negative or is it not? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it applies in that specific situation. We're going to check out this distress signal. I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm curious. Let's go find out what we've got. Hello, we used our last FTL fuel to jump to the station. They indicate a burnt out husk of debris and warped metal. As you can see, the war must have spread to the sector. We've been stranded ever since. Give them fuel. 4 fuel? I'm really sorry, I can't afford it. Apologize, wish them luck and continue on. We understand. Please send help our way if you meet anyone trustworthy. We'll do our best, but 4 fuel would have been way too much. There's no way we could have afforded to do that. I feel bad, but our mission will help the entire Federation. You receive a transmission. Sorry, sir, this is nothing personal, but we are under orders. The rebel ship's weapons go hot. I like this guy already. He may live, if possible. Let's take out their helm as first priority. Yeah, go for the helm as first priority. Wait for the Leto missile. May take down... Oh, actually, the Leto missile won't actually take down their helm at all. But, oh, that was not bad. We managed to keep everything going there. Right, there we are. Another hit on their helm. Go for their missile, their weapon room now, please. Ouch, our cameras are down. And fantastic. Right, now aim for their shield room. Again with the Leto missile, if need be. Alright, now the Leto missile can go off. We are not going to need it active. The enemy ship appears to be powering up. Its FTL drive is trying to escape. Not on our watch. Right, actually keep work on the shields, because that's going to be coming up soon. There we go. You have clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. 4 fuel. 4 missiles, 17 scrap. You know what? I like this commander. We are going to accept his offer. He seems the damn sort, just on the opposite side of the war. Not everyone fighting against us is a monster. They're just soldiers under order. There we go. You may live. Spread your dapperness to the rest of the rebel scum. Let's move on. You get people trying to link links. That's just not going to happen, you fools. Latherit, well, I'm afraid I really must go. My health is not very good at the moment, at an all-time low, and early morning should be spent sleeping. Good night, sir. Good luck getting on Robocraft Havoc. Thank you very much, Latherit. Do take care of yourself, and try to rest up. You crazy fool, you're ill. Right, you've arrived at a long-range jump beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. We can buy fuel. That is actually really good. I'm going to spend 12 scrap to get 6 fuel. There we go. Thank you for your business. Thank you for the fuel. And let's get this system repaired. Pokercraft. Havoc, I've been sick for 2 days, and the highlights of my day were you. The hallucinations and my 3DS. Was I part of your hallucinations, Pokercraft? Because I only hope that my hallucinated self was doing dapper things. But I hope you get better soon, mate. Everyone's sick at the moment, including myself and my computer and the Robocraft servers. Everything is broken. So annoying. Right, moving on then. Let's jump to the next sector. Zoltan-controlled or abandoned sector. This one is going to be going to Rour, I'm a Dragon. So we want the Zoltan or abandoned. Sector spelled correctly as well. Matt, wow, any 2 character strings with a dot in the middle is censored. Right. Whoa, okay, abandoned. Might be cool stuff. Very well. Rour Armored Dragon has spoken. We are moving on. Eagerbox. Havoc, T1 servers are up on Robocraft. That is less than helpful to me, considering I want to be in T10. But thank you very much for the update. I won't be making a T1 bot. If I was going to go to the effort of just making a tiny little T1 bot, well, maybe a little bit later, but it would just be for giggles, really. There'd be no progress being made by playing in T1. The payouts is far, far too small. Right. And, Munsman, so, Havoc, will the stream be on soon? It's already on. Let's just say that. Right, let's move forward to the next sector with us. Right, where are we going first? Is distress or down? Where's that lead to? I mean, we'll pretty much be locking ourselves into a path, but we're going to go to the distress, of course. I like this music. Dogbert, well, good night, Ava. Good night, streamer. I hope that you all enjoy a wonderful night. Good night, Dogbert. Take care. Mantis ship in this system looks like its distress beacon is malfunctioning, likely due to the Lanius ship mining their hull and subsystems. It doesn't look like the Mantis ship will last much longer. Okay, I'm going to give this choice to anyone who isn't messing around with Dot in the stream. So, Snow Song Wolf. Attack. Ugh. There we go. Attack the Lanius or leave the Mantis. Random tech guy. Finally caught one of Avak's streams. Hello, Avak. And all the other Dapplings. And all of those people who are simply flipping through streams. Hello, random tech guy. This choice only goes to Snow Song Wolf. So I'm waiting on Snow Song Wolf's response. Oh, Snow Song Wolf just went, be right back. Drat! I only just caught what they said. They're getting ice cream. Ah, well, okay, we'll see who else says, Nathan, we need to be war Mongols, sir. Very well, we'll attack the Lanius ship. Damn it. Okay. The Lanius don't seem to have noticed you yet, but they will. Launching into the fray, you target the Lanius vessel. Oh, you guys, they're cloaked. That's not so good. They've just mind-controlled one of our crew. Well, drat. This is going to go poorly for us, I feel. Let's try and get up there and save our captain, who is currently completely bonkers. Right, okay. Fire the everything. Take out their mind control. Take out their... we're not going to be able to hit anything else, unfortunately. Right, get out. Get over there. You can move up and try and take on the Lanius if we can. Right, we've taken down their mind control. Hopefully this Lanius is not going to last, but he is suffocating our crew. Get out of there if you can, please. Let's pump a little bit of extra power into the O2. Let's fill that room back up. Right, you get on there. Let's move you guys into med bay as quickly as possible. That will take down our shields, but will not kill us. Right, okay, Leto. Go for the helm, please. Let's make sure the med bay is charged. There we go. And helm is hit. Now go for... they've just taken out one of the people again. Damn it. Stop mind controlling. We've lost Vasto in for now. Okay, get back to the helm. We'll do our best. Right, they're going for our O2, really? Oh no, they're going for our med bay. Oh, that's kind of fine. Oh dear. Get out of there. We'll suffocate that fire. Get back. Go over to the helm if you can. Okay, not going amazingly well, I've got to be honest. Let's go for the shields with our Leto missile. This is not grand. Can we get a little bit more power in there? Let's take all the power out of that, put double power into our med bay. Right, their shields have been damaged, but not taken down. Let's continue trying to hit that. We are about to lose our engines, which is very unfortunate, as we'll have no capacity to dodge. Come on, there we go. We've taken them down to a single layer of shielding. We should be able to finish that off. And, oh dear, get out of there. We need that room to fill up with oxygen again. There we go. Close all the doors. And shut down. This is going to kill them if it hits. There we are. I hope the Mantis are bloody grateful. 27 scrap, 1 missile, 2 fuel. The Mantis ship has sustained too much damage. There are no survivors. You gather what resources you can from the wreckage. 30 scrap, 1 drone part, 3 fuel. I mean, it was a reasonable return on investment, but drat, that was a hard fight. Jashton Best. I've never seen this game. This is Faster Than Light. It's a roguelike space game. It's actually quite fun. It's a procedurally generated world in a way. It's got a fairly small scope in that you're trying to get through a fixed number of sectors. You have a little bit of agency in which sectors you visit. Within the sectors, you jump around a star map, which is procedurally generated. And you have the ship. You can put different subsystems on it. You control where your crew are in the ship. During fight scenes, you control which weapons are targeted where, that sort of thing. And there are certain events. For example, you can visit some of these points within a system, and there'll be literally just a choice, a text event, and you need to make a decision that can sometimes lead to combat, sometimes lead to reward, sometimes lead to flat out losing crew members to giant alien spiders, what have you. It is not very forgiving, but it's very, very good. And Grim Reaper, get better shields. I have a guess. I probably should, actually. A merchant ship is docked with the Lanius transport. You message them to see if they need any help. It turns out they've been studying the Lanius ability to reshape metal. Inquire about the process or leave them to their research. Let's inquire. They respond, we haven't the foggiest idea how it works. They appear to meld part of their bodies into the metal and reshape it. They have been willing to demonstrate their ability. If you have some extra metal that you would like converted into something. Oh, okay. Schematic. Craft a weapon or an augmentation. I think we're going to spend 45 scrap on an augmentation. You transfer over the scrap and watch the master craftsmen work. They easily reshape the metal into pieces that can use and add various additional materials on their ship to construct the augmentation. You thank them and load it into your ship. We've now got a hacking stun. Let's check that out. I never buy these. All crew inside a room during a hacking pulse will be stunned for the duration. Alright, so if we ever buy a hacking subsystem, we can get that. We could perhaps invest a little bit into some extra power. We could have upgraded that to the last level as well, but no, it was worth it. It was worth a try. You never know what we'll get. Lunarid, weapon is probably better. Well, it probably would have been, but we'd have to expand our weapon power and our ship capacitor. Our ship reactor in order to power a different weapon. So I figured an augmentation which doesn't require any investment of power would probably be the better one to go for. Nightshade, hello. Avac, hello stream. Hello, Nightshade. And Tuxfanturnip. Tuxfanturnip. What an awkward name, but kind of interesting as well. Right, let's move on to an unvisited location. Right. Okay, by the time you notice the rebel ship behind the beacon, it's too late to avoid a fight. And apparently, Lord Dinokin said Darkseid. I'm pretty sure Avak would have to disagree. What did Darkseid say? Nate, school will never be more important than our god and savior Dark Avak. What? I am fairly certain Avak and Dark Avak would disagree with that. School is very important. Okay, we've got a beam drone. We've also got a hacking drone inbound. Let's take out their helm first. No, their shield, actually. If we can take down the shield, then we can do... Oh, no, they're going to dring the charge on my artillery beam repeatedly. That is going to be a pain. Let's take that down as soon as possible. Then, right, we've no longer got any missiles. Should have gone for the shields. Should have bore that in mind. Okay, once they repair that, it's going to cause all sorts of problems for our artillery beam. Drat. Okay, well, I'll power up our medbay then, I guess. Please get the artillery beam up and running before that is repaired, because if that gets repaired... No, it's just freezing the artillery beam. Okay, that's not as bad. Right, okay, whilst the helm is down, there's no point in having the engines because we can't dodge anything, so quickly get the helm repaired, please. There we go, get back to engines so we've got dodging capability again. There we go. Artillery beam is almost ready to fire. Fire! Fantastic shot, artillery beam. You took out their shields. The fire is probably going to cause damage. Let's try and get some extra shots in there as well while they can't dodge anything. There we go. Fantastic. That was a brilliant attack, artillery beam. Possibly the best one you could have gotten. Let's get some more shots in there, please. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. It will not if we have anything to say about it. Let's take out these guys repairing the shields. We only need 1 or 2 more shots and it'll kill them both. Okay, there's a fire in there. Go for their helm now. We can kill him instead. Come on, dual lasers. 1 hit. There we go. The ship repeatedly hails you. It looks like they want to surrender. Accept their offer or we will not accept surrender. honestly, we will not accept surrender. I'm going to overrule any votes on this one. We want to take out their weapon system. If we can knock out that beam, then they are probably going to die. Right, shut down the gun. Just wait. That fire... Oh, never mind, the artillery beam. I was going to say that fire will probably kill them off, because he'll be moving around and he won't be able to repair his helm, and it will die to the fire, and then we'll get to just loot the ship. But alas, no. 38 scrap, 1 drone part, 2 missiles. That's okay. We've got the Leto system back up and running then. Let's put a bunch of power into the med bay and get this repaired. Shouldn't be hard for the two of you, especially when you can take shifts ducking back in and out of the med bay. Okay, right, let's get the O2 repaired as well. We are very low on hull, though. Dangerously low on hull, in fact. Not liking that one little bit. Alright, let's get you back out now. We need about 150 to get 3rd layer shields. Gonna be hard. Or, alternatively, we can get the fully upgraded artillery beam. 20 seconds between artillery beam fire. The artillery beam is ultra powerful. One damage beam that pierces all shields. Doesn't matter how powerful the shield is, it will go through it. And it'll do that every 20 seconds across some randomly selected area of the ship. We're just going to have to hope that's going to be enough and move on. Detroit Gaming. Avak, what is your favorite race in FTL? Probably the Zoltan, honestly. I really, really like their ability to power the ships. Upon arrival, you are immediately surrounded by chaos. A planet anti-ship battery is firing on a number of Lanius ship. One of the combat ships mistakenly believes your ship has arrived to assist the planetary defenses. Combat positions. Really? Stop brainwashing my crew! Scallywags! Okay, we need a little bit more power. Leto missile. We want to take out their shield. No, their helm, I would say. No, go for their mind control if we can. Where are you off to? He's coming in to fight. No. Oh dear. We really need that Leto missile to take out that thing quickly because Lanius crew member... Oh, phew. Okay, the Lanius crew member should be okay now. He'll take a little bit of damage, but it won't be too terrible. Leto missile, go for the shields next. Leto missile is out of missiles. Okay, we should be okay. Right, he's scarpered. Get back up there if we can, because we don't want any of those things to hit us, because it would pretty much be doom. We've got a little bit of damage in there, but it doesn't matter to Lanius because they don't have to worry about oxygen anyway. Right, there we go. We've got some hits on them as well, but we lack a means to get through their shields right now. And that is a pain. Right, get up there. Try and take him out. Try and help our Slug recon to deal with him. Come on. Incoming. This is bad. Oh dear. Get down there. Where's that going to hit? Right, we win. 37 scrap, 1 drone pod, 1 fuel, and we need to go. You finish off your assailant with the help of the anti-ship battery, but the fight rages on in the distance. You'd best leave before you get dragged into it again. Very well. That wasn't great, honestly, but everyone on the ship needs to be healed, so let's get some people into med bay. There we go. Jar of Mayo, greetings, Havok. Greetings, Jar of Mayo. What a fantastic name you have there. And Isda is back with seams of it. How are the Robocraft servers, by the way? Has anyone got any news? Are the Robocraft servers back up and running? Or are they still very, very ill? And I'm going to drink some tea. I just noticed a good question. Zabiliak, what's the Slug special? The Slug is telepathic, which means that even if my senses are down, I can see where the crew members are on the enemy ship, even if I can't see anything else about the ship itself. Nate, Avak, do you realize that you are an inspiration to people with speech problems to improve themselves? No, I had no idea I was an inspiration to them. Let us move forward. Now there is a store. We have 54 bucks to use to repair ourselves. Hatton... What on earth is your name? Hatton... Ciarli. Okay. I'm terribly sorry that I mispronounced your name. I'm sure I am. Hello, Avak. Hello to you. I wish I could read names a little bit more confidently. Right, you were out to discover a number of Lanius ships docked at what appears to be a station. You hasten to leave, but are relieved when they message you in your language. Buy, sell, traders. Apparently, some merchants emigrated with the scavengers. Okay. Ooh. Oh, an ion blast. Requires 3 power, though, to run that thing. Burst Laser Mark II. Slightly improved version of the burst laser that fires more shots per charge. 3 shots per charge, normal damage 1, but it would require all of our power to use this. But my lord, would that be better than what we've got? Mind control would be fantastic. There's crew members, there's all sorts of things. Could we sell... We could sell hacking stun for 30. We could sell the Leto missile for 10. We'll get rid of hacking stun since we don't have anything that can actually stun. We will buy... Ion weapon, that ion weapon is fantastic because of how fast it fires. But the burst laser, which can fire 3 shots, is probably better. We'll sell the Leto missile. I could sell the dual lasers because I'm not going to be able to power it. But if I keep it and just upgrade my weapon system, I'll be able to run both of them. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. We just need 1 upgrade to our weapon system. And then we'll spell the rest on repairing. Okay. Now, what do we need for this? We need 25. So we need 50 to be able to run 5 lasers, basically. Roughly firing at the same time. If I'd have repaired first, then we wouldn't have had any money to upgrade the ship. And really at this point, upgrading the ship is going to have to take priority. Because if we don't, we are going to flat out just lose. We'll lose slowly, but we will lose. Let's continue to move around. We may die on the next system anyway, but... A Federation science craft is docked with a few Lanius ships. You hail them and ask what's going on. Greetings, we have been attempting to understand our region's newest visitors, the Lanius, although we have been making little headway in deciphering their language. Ask if they have anything that could help your mission. We use drones frequently in our work and have extra parts lying around. They transfer the parts over to you and thank you them for their generosity. That is enough for what we need. Let's upgrade that. We can now run that as well if we just get a tiny bit more power. There we go. We've got both those lasers now armed. We are a little bit low on some things, but in many ways we're okay. We just need 3 more scrap. That's all we need. Let's move on. Masterful, Avak, why don't you play From the Depths? I've never seen one of your From the Depths streams. I haven't streamed From the Depths before. That would probably be why. I might, but I need to decide on setting up a tournament and get submissions and that sort of thing. At first, everything seems quiet, and then your scanners pick up a ship approaching at high speed. The Lanius have detected your arrival and are powering up their weapons. They've got a lot of them, my lord. Right, well, I would very much like to overwhelm their... Well, go for their helm first, I would say. If you can take out the helm, then everything else that follows goes down. In fact, let's brace ourselves. Fire. And now fire the burst laser. Go, go, go. And fantastic. We've taken out the helm. They can no longer dodge. Now, let's time this correctly. We're going to need the burst laser ready to fire before I launch the dual laser, because they're not going to be able to dodge any of it. And fire. And everything. There we go. The Lanius ship hails you. Your translator struggles, spurting out prevent death, merciful, penitent. You believe they are surrendering. We can accept their offer or we will not accept their surrender. I am going to give this choice to one of the viewers. Let's see. Hutton. Mercy or death? Let's see how you go. And whilst you're making your choice, I'm going to drink some tea. So far, Hutton hasn't responded, but a few people have. Accept their surrender. Death to the scoundrels. Mercy. Finish them. Death. Kill them. I'm going to wait for Hutton's response. I have given the trust to Hutton. Hutton has chosen death. Very well. We will not accept surrender. You will pay for your heinous crimes. Just as soon as our weapons are charged. It'll take a few seconds, don't worry. We'll get it done soon. Dual lasers, go! Burst lasers, go! Pow, 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 pow. They are now dead. Fantastic. 38 scrap, 1 drone part, and 1 missile that we no longer need. But we do now have the power that we required to run all of our systems. Very, very happy with this. I could improve the autopilot so that if I have to, I can get our pilot out of there. But no. We'll just power that up for now. Let's go ahead and jump. We may find another shop, and I do want to repair our hull. We need to upgrade our shields as well. We've got a fairly potent weapon system. What we don't have are decent shields. Now, there appears to be some sort of research station near a pulsar, although it's hard to tell since a portion of it has been melted. The Lanius ship that has been working at it moves in to intercept you, totally oblivious to the threat of EM pulses. Now, EM pulses, the closer to the pulsar, periodic waves of electromagnetic energy will disrupt your shields and drones. Unfortunately, they're cloaked, so none of my weapons are going to charge. And hello, they've come aboard to try and ruin my oxygen. I refuse to allow this, you scallywag. Stop attacking my oxygen, please. This is going to hurt. Oh, drat. And goodbye to my shields. Oh, my lord. My med bay is on fire. Alright, let's quickly get that room sorted. Kalissa, get in there quickly. And, oh no, we've lost that room as well. This is going to be hard, actually. This is going to be really hard. Right, I need you to go for their shield system. All weapons. Fire, 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 fire. There we go. Their weapon systems are down. Next, go for their hull, I would say. Right, the fire is out. Close the door. Now open all internal doors and get ready to repair that engine. Oh dear. Right, okay, get in there now. Repair it. Not the engine, the O2. If we can get that up and running, we will survive. You receive one-word message from the enemy ship. Surrender. You assume they are asking to surrender rather than demanding your surrender. 7 missiles, 1 drone part, 19. We are about to die. So I'm going to accept their offer. Okay. That was close. Ion pulse imminent. It should be fine. Alright. Get over there. Let's repair everything, please. Ye gats. Absolute egats. Let's get everyone down here fixing everything, please, as fast as is possible. Okay, as soon as medbay's back up, let's charge it up, get everyone healed. We don't need to leave right now. We can take our time in healing up. Vastoin, I need you in shield. You can go back to the hull, Kalissa. Let's close all of the internal doors. Let's get you guys where you need to be. All healed up. There we are. Everything is good once again. Kind of. Maybe. Not really. We will jump in just a moment. Right. Jump now. Store! Yes, please. Now. Need. Very bad. Hull. Breaking. You arrive at an empty space station, no doubt abandoned due to the Lanius threat. Life signatures are detected at the ship depot, and you spot a few crude signs stating everything must go. We haven't even got enough to fully repair. Emergency respirators, crew take half damage from low oxygen. Automated reloader, cooldown between weapon shots is improved by 10%. That would have been great if we could possibly afford to have it, but we cannot. So we're just going to go ahead and invest everything into the hull. Okay, we have brought our ship closer to not being completely broken. Lil Crush, is Robocraft getting updated or our servers die again? The servers have unfortunately died, so we are waiting for the moment to see if they can come back up. They might not, unfortunately, and it's quite sad. But let's jump to the next area. Nathan Avak is quite the lucky one, isn't he? Wow. Luck, skill, same thing really. Moving on. What are we going to have here? You arrive at the beacon and notice a small rebel ship chasing Lanius scavengers away from the wreckage of a rebel battleship. As soon as the rebel notices you and moves into attack, the Lanius ship return to their prey like fleas on garbage. Right, what have you got? You've got an shield overcharge, enemy combat drone, shoots and stuns combat drones. You've got a beam weapon and a laser weapon. We should actually be able to overwhelm you. Let's see. Let's pick our targets carefully with this one. Let's just wait. They shouldn't be able to burst through our shields. Actually, that weapon might be able to if it's a very powerful one. Let's see. How many shots? No, only 2. Oh dear. Bad timing for us. Right. Burst laser. Go for the helm. And dual laser. Both go for the helm at the same time. There we go. They are now unable to dodge at all. And beam weapon, go. Taking a chunk of damage to them. Now we want to take down their shields. Go for that burst laser and also the dual laser at the same time. There we are. Shields are pretty badly damaged. And we'll just continue working on the shields for now. There we go. They send you a message. Your ship is surprisingly well equipped. Please take this and let us live. 3 fuel, 2 missiles, 18 scrap. I'm not sure that I need to ask this, but I'm going to ask Sir Phoenix. Mercy or death? Or cake? Cake will just be me choosing, basically, but I thought I'd give the offer. Cake or death? Sir Phoenix, death! We will not accept your surrender, you scallywags! You will pay! Okay, the ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 38 scrap, 1 drone, 2 missiles. We could use this to repair a bunch of stuff, or we could instead invest it. I think investing it would be better. So there we go. We've now got a slight autopilot, but this will also help in a couple of events. But we should be able to just jump out of this sector now. Though with the very, very low amount of shielding we've got, the next sector is going to be really hard. You arrive at the long-range jump beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You arrive to find what appears to be a colonized moon. However, scans show it has been abandoned. You also detect an abandoned space station near the beacon. Move in to examine the space station. As you approach, it becomes clear that the station is simply an empty shell. It has been stripped of useful materials long ago. That is a shame. Next sector. Okay, energy controlled or rock controlled. I am going to give this choice to King Slender, who had wanted us to go for cake, but didn't get the choice. So rock or NG. Ace Farrenhalls. Avak, how is your day so far? It's okay. My throat's been hurting quite a lot. My landlord had to come by with a plumber to check on the bathroom. Apparently I'm going to have to get out of the house for about a week, sometime in June, July, so that they can completely get the bathroom and completely rebuild it, which is good, but I'm going to have to be gone for a week, which is bad. Not really sure what I'm going to be doing for that week. Probably won't be uploading videos, though I'll try and get a backlog of footage just kind of scheduled to go live on YouTube while I'm out of the house. But yeah, so it's kind of been a mixed bag. Mixed bag. Right, King Slender, NG. Very well, NG controlled it is. Okay, you arrive in the NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times to these robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help because they are lovely and awesome. We go to this beacon, and then that spreads up to the rest of the galaxy. Rest of this sector. So, distress first. Nightshade, do you play Warframe, Avak? No, I do not, I'm afraid. Fury Dragon, goodbye, I have to go, Avak. Take care, Fury Dragon. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Haha, I knew someone would fall into our dastardly trap. It appears this distress beacon was nothing but a decoy for pirate ambush. Oh, you scallywags. You are a beam drone, you've got a defense drone, you've got a very large flak cannon, and you've got what looks like is that an ion or a laser? I can't tell. Right, we'll charge up and then we'll go for their weapon system. Go for the weapon system. All shots. There we go. We've taken down whatever weapon system that was. And thankfully our shields came up just in time. Good times, good times. We will, oh, that. Go, go, go. And we've managed to take out their weapon system completely. You've clearly bested us, so we immediately request our lives. Who's going to get this choice? It's going to be Little Crusher. Mercy or cake? We'll see how this goes. Shock Herman, dirty pirates, kill them all. If any survive, throw them into the gas giant. That's a bit harsh. Scion of Doom, always cake. Little Crusher, kale. I'm going to choose to interpret your response as accept their offer, or maybe we don't accept. I really don't know. Nathan, never accept surrender. Okay, I'll choose to interpret kale as never accept surrender. Very well, we will kill them all. Oh dear, my oxygen! Damn you. Alright, let's let my weapons charge up, and then we'll go for their weapon systems once again. Fire everything. There we go. We're just going to be able to keep their weapon systems down for now. And once again, that is it. Our artillery beam finished them off. 38 scrap, 1 drone part, 2 missiles. Not a bad haul, actually. We are going to need a lot more, though, here. Another 40 just to get the next 2 pips of shields so that we can actually have it. But I'm going to invest it straight away. Oh, well, actually, no. No, we won't yet, just in case we come across a shop and can repair our hull. We have got a new sector to explore, after all. The Goose and Gamer, hello, Avak. How goes it? It goes okay. Thank you very much for asking. Sky Leopard, Avak, the cake is a lie. Maybe. Upon completion of your jump, you'll receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Reject the offer. Too bad. You will regret this decision. Not as much as you will. Hacking computer. Okay, I take that back. Perhaps we will regret it. Where's that going to hit? Ah, they went for my artillery beam. Scallywags. They knew what to hit. There's a plan. It was an inside job. Right, fire all of the lasers. There we go. We've taken everything down except the one I really wanted to disable. My O2! Get in there and fix the O2. And once again, go for their weapon systems, please. Everything. There we go. We've managed to take that down. Well done. The artillery beams should do an awful lot of damage to them. And they managed to shut it down just as it fired. Well, drat. Those scoundrels. Alright, you win. Here's some equipment from our stores. Leave us alone. Now we've got a small bomb. A lot of scrap. Honestly, if we kill them, I doubt we're going to get that much scrap back. But at the same time, we might actually kill them with the next shot. I'm not sure. The Goose and Gamer. Let's see what you think we should do. Mercy or death? The Goose and Gamer. Avak, my first paycheck came in today. However, it was meant to come in last Friday. Money is money, though. Well, it's true, but it does kind of throw things off if money doesn't arrive when you expect it to. Thumbs down, death. We will not accept your surrender. One is down. It's unfortunate, but we are going to actually kill them with the next shot. It is a shame. If that last shot could have done enough damage, we would have been able to take this place without having to actually break the ship. Okay, we got a fair bit less scrap. Shame, but oh well. That does happen sometimes. Now then, let us wait for everyone to get back. Kalissa, actually go to medbay first. Vasto, go back to shields. We'll power up medbay. You only need a little bit of health, and then power it back down again. Hawk 180, is this game free? No. It is available on Steam though, and in my humble opinion, it's quite worth the price. Bob Dylan. Avak, you are so awesome. I love your videos. You're all very flattering. Thank you very much. Okay, let us go ahead and jump. There is a store! Fantastic. However, before we jump there, perhaps we should grab a little bit more scrap. I think we probably should. We could even jump up there, and then jump along. Yeah, let's go for a bit more scrap before we go to the store. It's always worth it, in my opinion. The NG are awaiting you at the beacon with their weapons online. They explain a computer virus that is wanted for hostile acts against the NG. Multiple counts of binary scrambling, nano dissolution, and variable interfaces is aboard your vessel. Continue. They insist they must destroy your ship to prevent the virus from escaping. Hold on, let us try to purge the system code. There we go. Wiping your engine core and shields proves useless. Eventually, you trap the virus in the weapon system. To purge it, but before you do, the NG grow restless and attack. Wow, that is terrible. Our shields are down. NG, you scallywags. Okay, they are taking out our hull. That is not good. We are down a lot of things. Let's put all power into everything we can. Let's go for their weapon system. There we go. We should be able to overwhelm them with our weapon system. Theirs is none too powerful. And with the artillery beam as well. Though they have got a defense drone that's able to shoot down lasers. Yes, I know, that's ridiculous. But they can. And it's very annoying. Let's get up there, get that weapon back online if we can, please. There we go. And we are almost ready to fire again. Ooh, incoming. This is going to be bad. And all sorts of things have just gone down. We are ready to fire. Let's wait for it to charge up. There we go. Everything, please. There we go. We can just keep going with this. We will probably win. Though they will eventually just overwhelm us, I think. And I'm a little bit frightened about that. Go, go, go. There we go. Bloody NG. With the ship destroyed, you detect that the virus has abandoned your ship and disappeared somewhere within the system of the wreckage. It will likely infect whatever NG ship passes next, but your mission is too vital to risk reinfecting by stopping it. That was the first time the NG have been aggressive. I'm a little bit shocked and alarmed. And let's get everything fixed, if we can. Truly, the NG are waggish, white-livered whipsters, says Zabalak, sorry. Right, okay, well, everyone should be okay. Calissa, let's get you over there. Okay, right. Let's put power back where it needs to be. And continue with our mission. Now we're going to try and circle around and come down to the store. Though with this much hull, it's getting risky to do this. But if we manage to do it successfully, then we'll have a lot of scrap to spend in the store. There are a number of merchant ships passing through the area despite the threat of Mantis invasion. No doubt interested in buying the efficient technology of the NG. Okay, fair enough. We'll jump down, up, and then to the store, I think. A small merchant ship messages you. Underground Federation comm channels are all talking about your secret mission. Let us install a weapon to help. Good luck! Wow! And we got scrap! Wow! Okay, let's check this out. The Burst Laser Mark III. Powerful burst laser that fires off an impressive barrage. 5 of them. Yikes. Okay, well, this is getting an upgrade, so is this. And this is going to be the only one that's charged. If I can get another 2, I can also have the Burst Laser Mark II online. That will be very hard to get, though. However, 50 and then another 30 would get me the dual laser online as well. No, we're not going to do that. We're saving up, but that was worth it for this. It takes a longer to charge, but is much, much more powerful. 19 seconds to charge versus 12, but will fire significantly more shots. Significantly more shots. Rowrama Dragon, dude, that is Christ. Let's hope this doesn't. Puts on shades. Backfire. Really? Really? Dear me. But having just all of the power in this one weapon, I am worrying because any damage to my weapon system will take that offline. So actually, for the time being, For the time being, we're going to have the burst laser and the dual laser powered up, and we'll just have an extra little bit of buffer there. But we will try to get my weapon system up to the point that I can have this running alongside the other weapons. That would be the direction we're aiming for. If we can get it, then it would be good. I mean, having just a burst laser effectively means, well, actually, as Shock Herman just said there, basically the laser fires right after your artillery beam, and then Matten pointed out, actually, your other two combined do 5 shots, and then finally, not important, only 1 more shot for 7 seconds slower. Yeah. Combined with the other weapons, the Burst Laser Mark III is fantastic. Also, it was given to us for free. But it would be better to have that online with one of the additional weapons rather than just by itself. By itself, it isn't actually worth the amount of power I have to invest in order to get it going. Local sensors pick up 2 shield ships engaged in heated battle. It seems the Mantis military ship will surely defeat its prey. It has no missile. Aid the civilian. You frown. Power up the weapons and prepare to engage the Mantis ship. Not today. Rightio, where are we going to aim first? They are going to try and teleport to us. That's never fun. They're going to bring off 2 Mantis. Wow, okay. That's going to be a bit rough on us, honestly. Let's get in there and try to take them down before they break everything on our ship. Right, and go for their weapon systems. There we go. Managed to take down a fair chunk of their weapon system, actually. Let's power this up. Go to the medbay, please. Both of you. There we go. They'll have to pull out. Now we've done a huge chunk of damage. Now go for this. There we are. Back to your stations, please. That was actually a fairly easy fight. 32 scrap, 1 drone part, 1 missile. Attempt to contact the civilian ship. They respond. It's a good thing that you came when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright, and I'd like to help you as you helped me. The captain offers to install a piece of equipment on your ship. A healing burst and more scrap. Fantastic. In fact, we can run the healing burst. Teleporting bomb. Ignore shields. Requires missiles. It will heal people in the room that it fires on. Self-teleporting healing unit that instantly heals all friendly crew in that room. Can target your own ship. That's not bad. I think you always hit when you target your own ship as well. Tux, what exactly is Kapoi? Kapoi is... Wow. Kapoi is a lifestyle, really. It's a choice one makes when they come of age. But it's basically just a funny word that got squealed in delight and also horror whilst playing... Mark Your Friends. I believe Staplers was the first one to say Kapoi. And then it kind of stuck. And everyone was saying Kapoi. Right, we're off to the store with 156 scrap. That would be enough to get level 3 shields if we wanted it. Engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Makes sense. We're going to be getting rid of this. How much did that go for? 47, my lord. Hull beam. Ooh, power 2. Power 2, charge time 14 seconds, damage per room 1, 2 times damage on systemless rooms. Heavy laser, normal damage is 2, charge time 9 seconds, shots per charge 1. The Hermes missile. I could fix everything for 66. I could buy hacking. Well, that is good to have. That's very good to have. We're going to fix everything. It's the first thing I'm going to do. I am then... really tempted to buy the hull beam and sell our burst laser. I really doubt I'm ever really going to put that on there. I'm not sure. And Philip's school. Avak, I thought you lived in the UK. I do. I live in Scotland. I do need lots of fuel, yes. I could probably easily afford to buy all of the fuel and still buy the items I've been considering, which is why I wasn't too worried about it. I think we're going to go with the hull beam. Because if I time this, this thing is going to do awesome damage across numerous systems. I'm just going to flat out sell the burst laser. At this point, I can still... Oh, I can't. I could almost buy hacking. Damn it. That's a shame. It would have been good to get hacking. But this means that we've got enough power. If I take this offline, to bring this online. The burst laser can take down shields. The hull beam can finish the job. However, let's power that down. Put the shield back up. If I buy this, if I were to buy this for 50, I could strip 1 power from the engines and power up the dual laser. Yes, we'll go for a damage heavy build. Now I need 1 power to bring all of our systems back up. Then I need to start saving for shields again. Oh dear me. And Nate, have I to abandon hacking? I'm afraid I already have. I'm terribly sorry. Right, we're moving on. We're trying to get away from these scallywags who are chasing us. We're going to move up around there to the exit. Now, with these 3 weapon systems, we actually have quite a lot of power. You find a rebel automated scout floating near a beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. Attempt to download the ship's data stores. Don't risk activating it and just strip the ship of any useful scrap. By the looks of its weapons, it can't challenge us, so we're going to take it on. You accidentally reactivate the ship's AI. Its weaponry immediately goes online. Prepare for a fight. Oh, okay, I lied. It's definitely got weapons enough to take us out. That is the 5-shot laser. So I need to take that down as soon as possible. Right, go for his weapon systems, please. Definitely go for his weapon systems. Everything go for his weapon systems. We'll try to rake it across all of these systems. There we are. Oh dear, we missed with everything. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. Damn you for blowing up my ship. You git. But there we go. That is the power of all of our systems firing at the same time. The ship exploded, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, some more fuel, missiles, and loads of scrap. Absolutely loads of scrap. Well, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to invest a little bit in power, and then we're going to bring that online. Okay, not important. No shields. Puny ship. Alas. Isdar, the servers are still kill. That is quite unfortunate. I really do wish I could get onto Robocraft. Damn it, why Robocraft? Why? I need to grind. I must get my awesome components. Another store. Well, no. We haven't got the scrap to make use of it anyway, so we're going to continue moving on. You receive a distress call from a nearby NG ship. Assistance requested, danger present, imminent destruction. Respond to the call and move in to assist, of course. You receive another message from the ship, this time with a Mantis at the com log. Foolish meat sacks, he yells. Sensors indicate the ship is moving into attack and boarders teleport from the station. Oh no. Yeah, get up there. In fact, get over there as well. The autopilot will have to take care of our evasion. It's down to 11%, but that's fine. We don't want to lose our slug. Slug, get out of there and then come back in. Now that, in fact, you get out as well, then go back in that way. Oh, dear, get out. Now. Phew, get down into medbay. Let's put a bit of healing in there. Now we want the dual lasers on this and that as well. Get everything down. Right, that's fine. Hull beam. We should be able to hit all of these systems at the same time. Go! There we go. That's not too bad. Let's get you out. In fact, let's get you out as well. They should teleport out soon, I'm hoping. No, they don't intend to, but that's fine. We should be able to just kill them at this point. There we are. And as soon as these things kick in once more, let's get you up there. Let's put a little bit of more power into our med bay. Get you in. And they're goners, so I can just wait. If they break my weapon system, that's fine. Right, now, go. You'll be able to kill them off. There's not much they can do. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 47, 2, 3, not bad at all. And you can go in there now to help out as well. These guys are going to have to leave shortly. Okay, you need to be gone. There we go. Alright, we lost 2 hull, but we took out their ship whilst having 2 people aboard, breaking our weapon system. I'm pretty impressed with that, honestly. And all things told, that didn't go too bad. Azazel, hello, all dapper people. How are you doing today? I'm doing fairly well. I hope you are doing the same. And let's make sure that everyone is tip-top condition. In fact, why did I take all the power out of that? Oh, silly of me. Right, Vasto and shields. Recon to weapons. Kalissa to medbay. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Funny man, Avak, I like your viewers. Most of them respond to gentle requests. Very dapper. Well, they are dapperlings after all. Okay, we should be good. And let us jump to not the exit. We're going to go here. And actually, we should have enough time to visit all 3 of those locations before they get close. If only I had weapon pre-igniters. You receive a distress call from a nearby entry ship. Assistance required, danger present, imminent destruction. Respond to the call. You approach to find a Mantis ship assaulting a small energy space station. You prepared for that. Okay, this time they actually were there. Fair enough. That's always good. Right, now they're going to teleport on board, aren't they? Well, you dicks. Get in there. Oh, they're going to fight us in the med bay, are they? Fair enough. I don't mind that at all. Let's get some power in there. We will easily win this fight. There is literally nothing they're going to be able to do about it. Right, okay. That missile's going to hurt a lot. Go for their weapon system, please. There we go. Now, hull beam across their O2. Actually, if we can hit both, yes, we'll do double damage on that one. There we are. O2 is down. It's fantastic. They will not be able to overpower my med bay. Just flat out isn't going to help them. And we're just going to continue wailing on their weapon systems, taking out their O2 where possible. Just keep firing. That's fine. And get everyone back to battle stations. Pull up the evasion. There we are. And, there's grand. There's literally nothing they can do. Unfortunately, that beam was wasted, but I don't really mind. Our artillery beam is about to wreck their ship anyway. There we go. That's the end of them. 32 scrap, 1 drone part, 2 missiles. So that's all. Odd, I haven't seen you here before. Tie rope? No, tie rope's been here a couple of times. I recognize the name. The station hails you. Gratitude. Excellent. Expected probability of defeat without assistance, 86.2%. Request suitable reward. We can request fuel, a weapon, or a drone. We do not need a weapon. We would quite like fuel. 5 fuel and 55 scrap. You know what that's going on? Yes, actually, it is going all on that. Look at that. Layer 3 shields. Fantastic! And all of our weapons online. Oh, this is going really quite well. Armageddon, Avak, are you going to play anything else other than FTL or Robocraft, if possible? It really does depend a little bit. I'm just enjoying playing FTL at the moment. I really would like to get on Robocraft if the servers come up, but if not, and we die or we get to the end... hang on. I don't think we can visit this one. If we did, then the exit would be under cover of the approaching rebels. So we'll just go to the exit. But no, I may jump onto a different game. It really does depend a little bit. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Continue. A ship fueling station is stationed... Damn it. Okay, well, we'll buy a load of extra fuel as well. We're up to 22 now. Yeah, low on scrap, but we shouldn't have to worry about fuel for a long time. We got loads of missiles as well. So, oh, drat, I would have been able to do it. Okay, next sector. Right, we can go to the Slug-controlled Nebula or the Mantis-controlled area. I'm going to pose this question to chat. Jash. Mantis or Slug? I'll see if my tea is still warm. Tea isn't hot. It's still warm, though. I am still waiting on Josh's response. It is only Josh's response that I am looking for right now. It doesn't look like Josh has responded yet, though. Let me just double check. No, Josh has yet to respond. Josh did ask what my favorite game is. I probably don't have a favorite game, honestly. There are so many games that I play. Much like tea. I pick tea when I feel like what mood I'm in. Josh has chosen, or Josh has chosen rather, the Slug Control Nebula. But I pick tea much like my games based on the mood. I'm not really sure what else to say on that one. I know lots of people think, oh, you must have a favorite game. I really don't. The only thing that can render a nebula more dangerous is if it's home to the slugs. This particular nebula is just that. Wow, It's going to be interesting. 2 stores straight away. Got nothing to put in them. But we will continue moving around. Now, the nebula in this area is not going to be as effective as regular nebulas because the inhabitants are ready for us. It is not unusual to feel paranoia in Slug-controlled nebula, but for once, it's unfounded. Very well. We will continue to move on and try to explore more and more beacons. You explore around the beacon and are shocked when a rock the size of a small moon suddenly looms ahead of you. Scans reveal the solid-looking rock is just husk, almost entirely mined out of useful materials. Oh, thank you very much, Nebula Bomb. Welcome to the subscribers. Wow, the Slug home is unusually quiet. I'm suspicious, honestly. Let's continue looking around. There are a number of small stations for travelers in the area, lit by guiding lights and advertisements. Only Slug ships are docked, so you decide it's better to avoid confrontation and stay clear. Really? An entire sector where nothing is going on? I don't believe it. I need things. I mean, this is good and all, but I need to upgrade my ship. This area of the nebula seems entirely empty until a small Slug transport and its escorts emerges suddenly from through the clouds, only to disappear again in a matter of seconds. Wow, damn it, blast. This is boring. Let's jump down here. Okay, a Slug transport ship is stationed near the beacon with a military escort ship. They message you. We have been waiting for a customer for ages. Care to see our wares? Yeah. That's a lot of shields. No, decline. Oh well, we shan't wait here then. You can't cautiously put distance between your ships before preparing to jump. There was no point in having a look. We've got no money. It is quite annoying. We'll jump up there and then move around. Although it doesn't slow it down as much, it does slow it down just slightly. The nebula looks like it's recently seen 2 ships exchanging fire with mutually assured destructive results. Wreckage drifts and your scans and tumbles on your scans and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost out of sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Slug crew. Ask your Slug crew member to scan for survivors. Blue are always better. Despite the destruction filling the system, your crewman is able to pick up the faint thoughts of a life form in the debris. It looks like they won't last much longer without help. Assist the survivor. You bring the survivor aboard, but discover their wounds are severe. They won't live much longer. Advanced medical bay. Thank you, advanced medical bay. Get them into the med bay. Using your upgraded medical bay, you are able to heal the survivor's wounds and they recover quickly. Grateful to be saved, they offer to join your crew and help however they can. They are good on weapons, apparently. How good on weapons? Not as good as our Slug crew member, but okay. Jaradan, thank you very much. It is enormously appreciated. Come in, go over to the weapons, because the weapons will be powered with 1 extra power because you are a Zoltan. So it won't need the full complement of power we've got, and this person can now be named. And I see absolutely no reason not to name them Jarodan. There we go. Welcome to the crew, Jarodan, as well. Fantastic. Okay. Now then. I think we'll investigate these systems because there's a much lower probability that they'll be nothing. Okay, what are we going to find out here? A Slug hails you. We've detected some worrying radiation coming from your medical unit. Perhaps you should take a look. As he signs off, your system shuts off and the crew teleports aboard from a nearby station. They don't look like engineers. Improved medbay. Tried to squeeze some extra power out of the system. Fearing the imminent battle, you desperately try to get the medbay working again. Its lights flicker back on and you turn to face intruders. Now, we're forced to only have it on the lowest setting there, but that's absolutely fine. Let's both get in here and start dealing with them because they are going to interfere with our awesome artillery beam. Slugs are not particularly good fighters though, so we should be able to win this fight. Just as soon as all of our weapons come online, we are going to hit their weapon system as hard as we possibly can, and then hull beam across their oxygen to their helm. Yes, go, 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 go. Take it all down. Fantastic. They've taken an enormous amount of punishment, actually. Let's get you in there, swapping out. There we go. Let's get you down here. Let's get you over to the med bay. Now, we're not going to have any form of dodging going on right now, which is a shame. Let's get you in there to help out. And looks like the hull beam is going to fire again. We do not want that to happen. I really should have timed that a little bit better. Unfortunately, I was paying too much attention to the fact that we're about to kill these guys, which is always nice. Right. Burst laser. No, I'm going to wait for the dual beam to come online. There's one down. There's two down. Right. Fire everything at the weapon system, please. There we go. And then finish the weapon system off with the hull beam. There we go. That's what you get, you filthy slugs. 67 scrap, my lord. Slug ship breaks apart and your system returns to normal. You collect what you can. Oh, good times. Right, you guys, Vaso and back to shields. Kalissa back to the helm. We will get Cactus Bat and Recon back into medbay. Let's power her up slightly more. Okay, that went fairly well. Okay, what's going on here? Let's check on chat. Jaradan, no problem at all. The entertainment you provide is most appreciated. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get everyone back to their stations. I also need to save the new loadout of positions. There we go. Right, well, you're going to quickly level up because we fire so many weapons in an engagement. So that will actually work well to our advantage. Now, I'm going to need 180. No, I'm going to need 240 to max out our shields. It's going to be worth doing, but it's very, very expensive to do. For the time being, though, I'm just going to upgrade our doors so it's a little bit harder for enemies to move around our ship. Okay, let's move on out to the rest of the... In fact, let's jump to this one first, because then we can have a quick look at what all of these are. Darkfire, is Robocraft servers up now? I'm really not sure. I am keeping an eye on my Twitter, but no one has tweeted that's back up yet. And Midget Apple, hello Avak. You are very good at this game. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but thank you very much for saying so. A slug ship, a rogue, you suspect, approaches, but when he sees your Federation, he thinks better of the sneak attack and fires everything he has. Oh no, someone else who does fire the everything. This is going to be bad. Okay, our ships are evenly matched. Both have got a beam and both have got 2 laser systems. Not great. Right, okay, fire everything at his system now. Okay, and now hit his shields and try to get his hull as well. There we go. We've done a chunk of damage, right? Disable everything. Our artillery beam will fire in just a moment. His beam, pointless. Our beam's much more capable. Ha! Take that. Right. Actually, no. Wait until the hull beam is a little bit closer. Right, go fire everything we can now, and follow up with the hull beam. You have bested us. Will you accept what's in our stores in exchange for our lives? I'm going to give this choice to Astronic. Oh, if I can spell their name right. I typed Atronic. Mercy or death. The eternal question. They are quite a formidable foe, but we could easily defeat them. Lots of people feel that we should destroy them utterly. Wanny Weedy BB Herber, Zabilak says, Nathan never accepts surrender. But it is only Astronic's response that I care for at the moment. It must be Astronic who makes the call. It does seem like most of the chat wants them to die utterly, though. I'm not seeing Astronic's response. Has Astronic responded, even? Who can tell? Death! Never fire everything on Avak. Very well. We will not accept their surrender. Destroy them utterly. Alright, let's turn all of our beam weapons off. Their weapon system is amazingly powerful. It's quite robust. I must confess, I'm fairly impressed. This will finish them off if even one of the shots hits. There we go. They are gone. Goodbye. 47 scrap, 2 missiles, 3 fuel. Good haul on the fuel, actually. And we're going to make our move. Nothing much happening down here. Let's hit these 2 and then back to the Nebula, because that'll give us... well, actually... I'll probably be about 1, 2, 3... Then we'll be back to the Nebula. We should have time. So yeah, we'll visit them all. See what we can do. Just a pair. Keep up the good work, Havoc. Thank you very much. As you jump in, you immediately see an impressive Slug pirate ship with the Black Raven painted on the side. They hail you. Greetings, I am the dreaded pirate Captain Knight. You must be full of fear, no? You have heard of me. No? No. Well, I have heard of you, and I must see if you are as dangerous as they say. I challenge you. Slug crewman, engage in a duel of the mind. Do so, Slug crewman. Your Slug crewman's eyes glaze over as the two telepaths concentrate. You are powerless to help, but after a short time, your comrade shakes off the daze and appears victorious. His face contorted with pain, Knight concedes his defeat. If this is the caliber of subordinates you keep, there is no way we can defeat you. Take this and let us leave in shame. Ha ha! Got another hull beam and 64 scrap. Recon, you have done well. Now, if we could only power up our systems. Actually, I only need a tiny little bit more scrap, and I could literally get this up to the point that we could run 2 hull beams. Have you any idea how much power we would have? Oh, my lord. This is going to be quite awesome indeed. Okay. We're going to save up a little bit more. Get the 2 power. We need 2 scrap to get the weapon system upgraded to allow us to fit the other hull beam. And then we need another 60 scrap to power it. Well, actually, no, we only need another 30 scrap after that to power it. Very well, very well. Moving on. Let us see what we can do. You intercept comm chatter from an incoming Mantis ship. Look, this ship appears not to be owned by the squishy ones. Maybe they won't smell so bad when we cut them open. They move in on your position. Oh, really? You have no idea who I am? You're going to face a very, very unfortunate death. Oh dear, you're in my shield room. Recon, get down there. Duel them with your mind. And if not your mind, just run away. Oh my lord, you're taking a lot of damage, so let's get you out and let's keep you there. Shields, not as important as utterly destroying this ship. No, not their doors. Go for their weapon room. Right, okay, hull beam. Take out everything if we can. There we go, that's a good hit. And let's power up the med bay to full power. Get you guys in there. And we're going to leave the helm. In fact, no, you stay on weapons. For now, I want you completely disarming their ship, thanks. There we go. Artillery beam has done a good job. And burst laser. And dual lasers. Fire, fire, fire. There we go. We should have done an enormous amount of damage there. Go for... Oh, can I quite hit all 4? Yes, I can. I'll hit their weapon room, I'll hit their engines, I'll hit the empty room, so my hull laser will do twice as much damage, and I'll hit their teleporter room. Fire! And they're gone. The fools! They shouldn't have tangled with us. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. That is very, very useful to me. Oh my lord, we're so close to being able to have double shields, though. I mean, at that point, we might be able to actually forego worrying too much about our weapon. And yes, no oxygen, but we had plenty of oxygen to start with, so why worry? Don't worry, I know what we're doing. My crew have been taught in various very ancient arts of holding their breath for like 5 minutes whilst under strenuous combat. We're fine. Don't know what you're all panicked about, really. Rowran Dragon. Okay, it appears even T1 on Robocraft is starting to crack. That is actually pretty bad. Okay, well... Actually, we may be able to power this. Yes, we can. Level 4 shields. We're just hanging in there with power, but we've got it. That is really nice. Okay, moving on to the next unvisited location. And Carmel the dog, do you do Robocraft live streams? Yes, I do, actually. This was meant to be a Robocraft T10 grinding stream, as it happens. I have been streaming Robocraft fairly frequently over the last couple of days, generally trying to do 1 stream a day. On the weekends, I actually have a scheduled stream at 6 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, which is more of a community choice sort of thing. But tonight, I was trying to stream, and alas, the servers have gone down due to the recent patch. So that plan fell by the wayside. I'm holding out hope, that perhaps it will come back up, but we just don't know. The slugs really rely heavily on their telepathic powers and are reluctant to give up that advantage by extending beyond nebulas. It's unlikely you'll encounter any this far from the clouds. Very well, we will duck back into the nebula and continue on our way. This one, then the exit. We should be able to do it without tangling with the rebels. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh no, what's wrong with Jash? So proud. I have no idea what you're proud about, but I'm glad you are proud. You arrive to the site of 2 slug ships in communication range. They don't see you. Tap their comm frequency. You overhear their conversation and learn they're planning to raid an infamous and likely wealthy pirate ship in the area. The pair jump off, and you note down their target coordinates. Added a quest marker to the sector. Ooh. Oh no, the quest marker! Or was that the quest? Oh, quest marker in the next sector, I think, actually. Okay. Well, we should be able to jump here and then the exit in one jump without too much trouble. Okay, a slug passenger ship hails. Please, your worthy alien highnesses. We are unarmed and seeking asylum. You approach cautiously, and weapons immediately spring from their hull. Oh, the cowards! Oh, 2 missiles as well. I hate missiles because my shields don't do anything against them. It's rather unfortunate, but we have quite a lot of shields to deal with their lasers, at the very least. But we want to take out that missile system as soon as possible. There we go. And, okay, they only hit the hull, that's fine. Go for their weapons, please, and then their O2 and all the way up to their hull. Take everything out. Ah, drat, we didn't manage to get the full effect there, but we did do a chunk of damage. Thankfully, we dodged that incoming missile there. And go again, please. By the time you're finished, the hull laser will be online. Need to fire these things quickly in order to get the full effect before the shield recharges. There we go. You have bested us. Will you accept what's in our stores in exchange for our lives? I'm going to give this choice to Funny Man. There we go. Mercy or death. Lunar Rid. Oh no, we're getting Slug Havoc. Ah, dear lord. How many different Havocs are there? Some crazy scientist has been running amok with a cloning machine, I fancy. Havoc slugs are treacherous. Death. Very well, we will not accept their surrender. Oh, incoming badness. Ah, my hull. My helm, rather. My hull also. My hull did definitely take a bit of a beating there. And that was pretty bad timing for me. That was awful timing, in fact. Let's shut down the weapons. My artillery beam will do a good chunk of damage to them. There we go. Oh, that's not so good. Get up there and patch that hull up, please. But they're gone. We're fine. We took a bit of a pounding. 51 scrap, though. That's not actually that bad at all. Let's get all of that patched up. There we go. And fantastic. Okay, only Recon and Kalissa actually need any medical treatment, so we'll get them in there in a moment. But first, they can fix all of our systems. And then I'm thinking we're going to go on a bit of a tea break before we enter the next sector. The Idiot Chef, Mercy, you get something cool. Well, actually, the Idiot Chef, you will only ever guaranteed get a good outcome if it's blue. That's the only time an outcome is ever guaranteed to be good or bad. Or anything, really. That's the only time there's ever a guarantee on an outcome. If it's white, then it can go either way. You can literally take that option twice in 2 successive games with exactly the same ship, exactly the same crew, and you can have different responses from it, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. But actually, I say it's a shame. It just makes the game a little bit harder in a way that we can't control. But that in and of itself is the natural difficulty curve of the game, I suppose. But we're off to the exit. I was wise to jump to this one, because if I jumped to that one, that would have been extended over the exit. So we just get out of this without having to fight the rebels. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within the nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Very well. We shall jump. And it's going to be the Zoltan homeworld after this one. So we'll just jump over there. Then we'll go on a quick tea break. And then we will continue. You're far from the Federation home space here in Zoltan territory. And it's not clear whether the authorities will have any goodwill remaining. Still, you have to push forward. That's nice. Let's have a quick look at the sector. We've actually got some nebulas that we can investigate, which is quite nice. And there's the quest. The Slug pirate ship. Interesting. We'll have to see if we can power up our ship before we interface with that pirate. And Sinhao, are the Robocraft servers still down? We will perhaps find out shortly.